Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. See, there's normal people on. There's a few people, new people on. Um, just wanted to say thank you for everybody to join us tonight, and all the new viewers joining us. Also, it's always great to have new people here. Sorry, you're not feeling well, Sandy. See, you got your COVID test done. Yeah, I heard that some people that first get the first test, depending on which vaccine it is, um, some people have gotten sick. Welcome, Maria. Welcome, Regina. Lisa, it's going good. Hey, Samantha. Well, virgins are always welcome here. Well, thank you for subscribing to the channel. So, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, so basically what we do is, I'm sorry, Sandy. I misread your message. Sorry. So anyway, what we do here is we do live ghost box sessions. So we're experimenting a little bit with reverse audio. So all the audio you'll hear is in reverse speech. So in theory, we shouldn't be hearing any words coming through, listening in while it's going in reverse. But it's last week, it was pretty crazy. It was the first time I've done it live. And we had so many responses coming through, so many names, and names coming through over radio is pretty uncommon in general. So when you're getting names, even using a regular ghost box in forward and just normal, just using it normal without reverse, even then hearing names is pretty rare. But yeah, last week it was just pretty crazy. I mean, Raina, you can listen out for a bunch of different names. I mean, you could listen out for kids' names, people that have passed, family members, parents, things like that. Actually, yeah, I mean, actually, you know what I did? I played around with slowing down the speech a little bit. And so last week, the REM pod's going off a little bit over here. What was I going to say? So, what I did was I slowed down the speech. So I was playing around with it. So basically, the way a ghost box works is it will sweep through radio frequencies. The way that I tune my boxes go a little bit below the FM frequency and a little bit beyond the FM frequency. So what it has is basically what's called a sweep rate. So you can set it to anywhere from 100 milliseconds all the way up to a full second. So basically, it's going to fast scan through the stations faster. The slower it is, the more words you're going to pick up. But with reverse speech, what I found was experimenting with it. If you do it too slow, It doesn't work very well. Um, so if you speed it up a little bit, it works pretty good. I mean, but you're getting a lot of things coming through. So where we had it last week, the funny thing is I had it set how it was set last week. So I had it set at 100. It's at set at 160 milliseconds. So I played around with the radio when I wasn't doing the show, and it wasn't. It seemed like it was going really slow, and there wasn't a lot of speech coming through. It was weird. Um, so I listened back to the show, and it was just there was so much coming through at the same sweep rate. I couldn't explain it. I'm like, is it just not picking up as much? What's going on? So I did another show on Wednesday. So I started up a new show on Wednesday nights um, with a friend of mine. And it's basically about the paranormal and ITC boxes. And we're going to have some special guests on. It's going to be a little bit more scientific, talking about, theories, talking about psychologies, talking about psychokinesis, talking about things like that. So, anyway, so yeah, just experimenting with different things. I don't understand how so many things were coming through last week when playing around with the same. I was trying to adjust the different rates to see what I can do, and I wasn't getting as many responses as we were last week. It was really strange. So I don't know what was happening. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments. I was just trying to concentrate on what I was talking about. So, um I don't read the comments while I'm trying to talk because I get too distracted. It's like squirrel. And then I'll just stop talking and start reading. So I kind of have to, um, and that's what my friend was saying when he was, joined me. He started getting fascinated on what everybody was saying, and it just starts getting distracting a little bit. So, um, but I have to read what's going on so I can answer questions as they're coming through also. So, well, thank you, Janice, for the compliment about my haircut. Yeah, it was getting a little long. I try to get my haircut once every 4 weeks. Yeah, Niagara Falls is so pretty. When I went to Buffalo, the hotel I was staying at was only like a mile and a half from Niagara Falls. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a little silly, um, and a little bit of a smartass. So, and I have to watch out for the instigators that are on here. Um, they start getting me going. So, the little girl. I mean, I do have. Well, um, my dog that passed was her name was Lily. Yeah, I saw your comment about that, Sandy. Telling you got to send the broken ball back. You were robbed. So anyway, so when we start up the first box session, if for all the newcomers, if you guys type in, let me just give a sample in the chat. So if you want to ask a question, I just threw in an example of how the question should be asked or asked. So if I do see this, then I will read the question. Oh, that's cool. Carolina. Yeah, I started doing my show on Live Paranormal. Uh when was that? My radio show on Live Paranormal was back in 2017 or 18. I think it was 18 when I started my first podcast. And then went into hiatus for a little bit, and then I was kind of doing things on the side, and then I started doing a video show or a live stream show, and then I started up my Saturday night show, and then I let the Wednesday night show go away, and I just started up the Wednesday night show again last week. So I'm going to go back doing two shows a week. So Saturday Saturday will be at 11:45 p.m. Pacific time, and then the Wednesday night show will be at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, that's okay. So you're like right on. Um so here's the weird thing. So, and I'm glad that you sent this question out. And this is like what I was talking about earlier. And this is what my friend Josh and I were talking about the other day during my show. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my heater. I just had to heat up the room a little bit. Anyway, so um like I was saying earlier, during the ghost box session when I was doing it by myself, doing some testing, yes, I do get some responses, but it's not anywhere like it is when I'm doing them with the live audience. I just think with all everybody's energy here, like I was saying earlier, with so many people here and everybody's energy, the spirits during the ghost box session or whatever's trying to communicate with us. Can I say it's spirits? I don't know. No. But whatever's trying to communicate with us, it's just going. It's like intensified by 1,000 when the REM pod's going off. But yeah, it's so intensified during the live stream. And I don't get it. Some people are saying that my abilities have something to do with it also. I think that I have an ability with psychokinesis. And I kind of help channel the radio to go off to help spirit communicate with the viewers. I don't know if that's what it is, um but it's just really weird, and it only happens when there's a huge audience. If I do it by myself, yes, I can get the REM pod go, or not the REM pod, but the ghost box going and get some good communications, but it's not constant. It's not all the time either. So yeah, there is somebody here also that is tied to a little girl. Um, he comes through and he says his name is Ed. So if you guys get a feeling that there's somebody here with the little girl, that would be Ed. And um, he does come through a lot during the box sessions. Even though it was in reverse last week, we were getting a lot of responses from Ed. So you'll see. I can't guarantee on what's going to happen tonight. I can never guarantee that. I can't guarantee that we'll get any responses at all from the ghost box. So nothing here is scripted. Nothing here is pre-recorded audio. It's all live. So I have a ghost box going through. Well, I have a ghost box. The ghost box has a line out. The line out goes into a reverse processor. So basically that processor converts the audio in real time and then converts it to reverse, and then it's fed into my mixing board, and then it's broadcasted out to the internet. So that's how everything is run. Nothing, like I said, nothing is pre-recorded, nothing is scripted. It's all live. That's what somebody else said. I mean, and the REM pod is going off. Okay, so I'm gonna switch cameras really quick. So next to the tall candle, there's a book. Let me set it off really quick. Got too close to that candle, started burning. Anyway, so there's a book. It's a REM pod designed to look like a book. I just try to keep kind of things incognito. And then next to the book is a black mirror. And then next to that is my ghost box. So anyway, so if you guys have any questions, was something going on with the feed, or Christina? Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I know that sometimes, like with Facebook, live feeds don't work as well as they do on YouTube. I just think that the YouTube servers are a little bit faster. The feeds sound better. So anyway. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. So if I ever get quiet during the show, I'm just trying to get caught up and read everybody's comments. And everybody that's new here, I do like to interact with everybody. So if I do call somebody out, if I do call somebody out, I will, call you by name. Like I said, I try to make everything interactive. I like talking to everybody. So, I know I read something and now I lost it. Where did I get what? Carolina, what are you referring to? Hey, Jared, welcome. So I was just trying to answer. Oh, so the Black Mirror. The Black Mirror. I made that Black Mirror. I've made a few for some people. And everything that I do make, like the Black Mirrors, are charged before I send them out. So people have gotten some great responses with their mirrors when they're using them for scrying. No, I don't have any back pain right now. No. I do have back problems though. Yeah, that's a salt lamp. And then in front of next to the salt lamp is a crystal ball. Yeah, the crystal ball's pretty heavy. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and start up with the first session of the night. Now, like I said, what so salt lamps put out positive ions. So they just put out positive energy. And anyway, so I'll go ahead and switch cameras, and then we'll get started on the first session. Just bear with me for a second. Is there anybody here that would like to communicate with us? Can you guys hear everything okay? Does the sound okay? Who just said Robert? Who just asked for help? Is Carol, Marty, or Monique here with us tonight? Marcy met with the medium this week, and she said that she had several spirits with her. She's hoping to hear from them tonight. Maybe her mom or dad. Her dad or granddad. Karen wants to know if her friend Mary is here. Ray, are you going to join us tonight? If so, did you have insurance policy that your son stole from the rest of us? Lisa wants her dad to say her name. Janice wants to know if her mom will be okay. Is Esteban here with us tonight? Rowena wants to know if her mom or dad are here with us. Who said that they're here? Peter, how can I help you? Who said that Stefan? Is Cliff here with us tonight? So Estefan is here with us tonight. I just heard here. Estefan, who are you looking for? Estina, say your name, please. Craig, are you here with us? Who said your name? Who said me? Can you tell us your name, please? Who just said help? Me? Who's me? Who's touching the spirit box? Who just said Rob? Ed, are you here with us again tonight? Who just said help? Shirley O, are you here with us? Craig, are you here with us? Please knock twice if you are. Or set off the REM pod. Who just said Ian? Is Matt here with us tonight? Tanya, are you here with us tonight? Who just whispered? Janice wants to know if her dad is here. Did you just call out Raina? Tara, who are you looking for? Ed? Who said on the air? Ian? Christina wants to know if her mom is here. Say your name and what message do you have for us? Greg, if you're here, can you say Aaron? Who said found it? Who's saying that they're sorry? Who's sorry? Ed, I heard you come through again. Who just said girl? What's the girl's name? Beth? Who just said Rob? Ed? Tom, you're here with us? Tom, if you're here with us, can you please let the spirits come through one at a time, please? Who just said help? Is Monique here with us? If so, say... Who just said Nancy? Yeah, can you please take turns? Tom's asking you to take turns, please. Is Mike Gardner here with us? Who just said help? Who just said is that? Spirit? Who just said help? Matt, I just heard you come through again. Beryl and Marilyn, are you here tonight? Say submarine. Yeah, that rocking horse is moving. Uncle Owen, are you here with us? Is it Uncle Butch that's here with us? Rob? Alright, we're gonna end this session. Who's the little girl that just came through and said, "Hey"? All right, we're gonna end the session now. The REM pod keeps them going off. Okay, so no, so when you saw that rocking horse, that's just a background that I have running. And then so what's happening is we're just like running through like I said, it's running we're running through basically live radio, and that live radio is being reversed. So yes, you might hear clips of songs or something like that coming through, but it's all going to be in reverse. So, but with reverse audio, we should not be hearing anything, I guess, legible. It should just be all garbled radio. So with us hearing any type of responses in forward, I have no explanation for it, why it happens. So anything coming through in, like I said, in English or any other languages that are words that we can understand, it shouldn't be happening. So I just wanted to give a little background on what we're using and what we're hearing. So Samantha, there was just so that was just the first session that we did. There was quite a few names coming through. So the number, so when you start hearing spirit using numbers, basically it stems from numerology. So sometimes spirit they don't have enough energy to say a bunch of words. So if you start hearing numbers coming through, then that's basically what's happening. So they'll say number 4, number 11, number 7, number 8, things like that. So you would have to switch over to look them up in numerology charts and see what those numbers are significant of. So Aaron, the only thing, so this show is all about using ITC. So God, the REM pod keeps on going off. So I'm only using the spirit box for communication, or the REM pod if somebody wants to touch the REM pod and to try to communicate, which there's a spirit here named Ed, another spirit here named Emma. They both will come through and set off the REM pod on command if they are here. Something is triggering the REM pod a little bit. And now it stopped. So yeah, like I said, I mean, we shouldn't be hearing anything, any words here that are because everything that we're using right now is in reverse speech. A new phone surprise. What does that mean? So does anybody have any questions so far? And then so I do sessions I do um I do things in like bursts. So I'll do like a session like every 15 minutes. And then sorry, I'm just reading questions. I'm sorry for your loss there, Aaron. Yeah, and the number 11 came through. Well, I know that Carolina was talking about the number 11, so hey Chrissy, how are you doing? But there was a lot of people coming through saying help. There was a little girl coming through. Last week there was a little girl coming through. She was pretty talkative, and then she was playing with a squeaky toy, and we were using the same technique last week using reversed audio. Um, and she was being very talkative, so it's kind of crazy. So with us doing it, I mean, so if you're like new to this, it will take a little while to get used to trying to figure out the speech, or a lot what people will start doing is typing in what they're hearing. I will try to repeat on what's being said. I try to contact or try to listen to more of the whispers that are coming through. Um, and things like that. So I will repeat what they're saying. Um, and then, like I said, other people start typing in what they're hearing. So, and thank you guys for doing that. And you guys are amazing. I'm just very, very thankful for all the viewers that I have here. You guys are just amazing. And thank you so much. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, I can't guarantee anybody for anything to come through or anyone to come through. Um, like I said, this is not scripted. This isn't somebody, if you want to watch somebody fake um ghost box sessions, then you can go to there's quite a few people doing it on YouTube. Um and people that say that they can communicate with spirit and certain spirits or dead celebrities, things like that, it's all fake because you can't guarantee to communicate with anybody. So um yeah, I mean this can get pretty intense. Um, yeah, it can get pretty intense. I know that people have they kind of watch the sub or the closed captions on Facebook, and because everything that is being said um is being, I guess, translated on Facebook. So people have heard certain things coming through in reverse on Facebook or saw them. So some of the words, I guess, translated. So anyway, that's just a little tip. Wow, that's crazy, Carolina. That's amazing. And like I said, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Well, thank you for the compliment, Don. I love you guys too. Like I said, I mean, the audience here is so amazing. You guys are so awesome. Um, you guys make me laugh. You guys keep me going every week. Um, if it wasn't for you guys, there wouldn't be a show. And everything is about you guys. So, and um God, I just lost it. Hold on one second. Let me let me find her real quick. Oh, Aaron Ward. So, if there's anything that you would like to see on the show or me to try, I mean, I'm always open for experiments. Um, so anything that you guys would like me to try, um, I'm all game. I'm always open to new ideas, new things to try. So, sorry, the REM pod keeps on going, um, going off. No, I'm wide awake. Yeah, I know. It's something's like sitting off the REM pod. But and like I said, when Ed's around or the little girl's around or um, there's others, they just they'll set off the REM pod and it'll just start going crazy. Um, Come on, if you're gonna set it off, just set it off. If somebody's here with me, set off the REM pod. Just make all the lights turn on. So anyway, there's for those of you that are just tuning in, there are 4 spirits here that do kind of come through sometimes in my house. There's a little girl, a male, and then there's an elderly female and an older gentleman. So the little girl is tied, or Ed is tied with Emma. Her name is tied with Ed. Um, he tries to prevent her from coming through quite often. And he's always pretty grumpy. Anyway, um, so we'll go ahead and start up another session. So if anybody has any questions, just be ready to start asking questions, and then I'll start up the ghost box again. Actually, Linda, a little background about my home. So the elderly male passed away here. His mother also passed away here. The female we've seen, few people have seen her. Few people have experienced a little girl. And a couple of people, include myself, have experienced the male. Ed is somebody that's tied to the little girl, and it was funny because when she first started making her presence known and communicating, because she's very vocal, I was hearing footsteps, like heavy footsteps at that time also, but I thought it was the elderly male. I didn't put the two and two together until we started doing the show. And then he started coming through along with her. And things have even happened in here during the show. So there's been some activity during the show. So sometimes it gets a little crazy. Sometimes the red pod just goes crazy on command. And Chrissy Smith is usually pretty good about setting it off. No, Josh and I. So our show is on Wednesday nights. So Josh is another ITC. He's really in ITC, but he's an actual audio engineer. He works for the studios. So he and I work together a lot, and but we both talk about audio, and he's been into ghost boxes for many years, and I always thought ghost boxes were crap until a few years ago. I started getting a lot of responses through them. I could never hear anything. I was just hearing radio and things like that. I was hearing radio stations, and I was like, yeah, this is just a broken radio. There's nothing coming through. It's all radio frequencies. It's just radio chatter, until I started getting relevant responses coming through. People saying my names, people saying names in a location that I was investigating. They were giving different events that were going on in that location that were not documented. It was just crazy. And then just a lot of things just started happening. That's how I got into ghost boxes. And so I started sharing my experiences here on the show, and I didn't know where the show was going to start going. It was just all flying by the seat of my pants. And then we started hearing loved ones coming through, stories coming through, things like that. So anyway, yeah, the little girl's about 6 or 7, and that's about what the age we did pick up on, or I have picked up on. She hasn't. I've asked her age a few times. I think we have got the age 6, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Emma, and her name is Emma. I mean, it took me months. I mean, I was working, I was communicating with her. She would never give me her name. And it was only maybe a month ago, maybe, when she finally came through and gave us her name. And this was all via Ghostbox. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started, and enough chatter. Is anybody here for Susan? Who just said no? Is there anybody here that wants to talk to Dennis or Don? Janice wants to know if her mom will be okay. Who just whispered my name? Ed, are you here with us again tonight? Who's asking for help? And said no. Who just said Edwina, help? Are you asking for Reina? Steve, are you calling out for Tanya? Christina wants to know if Mom, are you here with us? If so, give her a sign. Tina, are you okay? Don, are you here with us tonight? It's sad that Andre took his own life, or took your life. Esteban, can you say Mom? Who just said Mikey? Who's the female that just said help? Who's the female that just called my name? Who just said me? Craig, was that an accidental? Was it accidental? You know what that? Tina, was it accidental? Who's sad? Does anybody have a message for Sandy? Who said yep? Who said spirit? Who just said Ed? Ed, is Emma here with you tonight? No? Who just screamed Rob? Tanya, did you just call Sandy's name? Who just said who's Ed? And are you here with us tonight? Peter, are you here with us? What do you feel? You feel help? Why do you keep on saying my name? Does anybody have a message for their husband, Steve? Who just said, yeah. Ed? Eric isn't here. Who's looking for Renee? Tom, if you're still here, can you have the spirits come through one at a time, please? Who just said no? Alright, we're gonna end this session. We're gonna end it. Yeah, this is Ed here.
outside.
All right, we're going to end this session. All right, so I had to end that session. Yeah, I know. Ed just keeps on coming through. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why my name keeps on coming up. Somebody's trying to communicate. Yeah, I know. Sandy, I just had to end that session just because I don't want to. Sometimes Ed is just very negative and I don't want to give him any power. That's why I just ended it. Don't worry, we're not even close to be done. So um and being on this side and yeah, and then Carolina was getting a little overwhelmed. So there's just a lot of energy coming through. No, I always set boundaries with spirit. I don't let them push me around, and I always set boundaries, and I always talk about that. I was talking about that on my other show, on how you have to set boundaries. No, I totally understand that. Yes, the energy on my side is super crazy sometimes. So, everybody just has to understand that the energy from my side is totally different. Maybe. So here's a little bit of information that I got from, actually I shared this with somebody yesterday, but I also got another message today. And I didn't know that this was happening. So during my live shows, like tonight, some people will either rewatch the show, because these, even though I'm doing it live, it is recorded and saved on YouTube. So people will go back and they will rewatch the show if they miss it live, and they'll run the spirit box on their side. I didn't know that people were doing this, but there was a couple of people that told me that they started doing this, and their boxes would respond with what is being broadcast over the internet. Well, from this show out, and they would they would turn their ghost box on, play it over their speakers, and they said that their ghost box would respond to what things that were being broadcasted out. And they were like, they're going to send me some audio clips of what they're getting. And also they wanted to see if possibly we can also kind of experiment with that live. So I told them, yeah, we can do that. So, during some of my earlier shows, when I first started doing the ghost box sessions, I was running two ghost boxes side by side, And on my ghost boxes, I have a setting to where you can just put basically responses only. So, like with here, we're getting a lot of overlapping people coming through, just spirit trying to come through. So that's why we're getting like a lot of names. So I've actually a setting on my ghost boxes, like when I turn it on, you can just get responses only. And this is only, and it only works in the forward mode because reverse, there's just too much of a, there's not enough feedback. And then plus it's like a super long delay. I tried to play around with it and just the delay was like too long. And then plus the only other reason why I don't do it live, well, I did do it once and we were getting a lot of responses. But sometimes I might not get a response for several minutes. So it might just be like we're just sitting here waiting. And I didn't want that to happen. So that's why I did it this way. But anyway, so and it was kind of weird because I was having some conversations with my friend Josh. We're here talking, and I had two ghost boxes on, and he would ask me a question, and we'd get a response from the ghost box. It would answer his question, so it was like really trippy when that was happening. Anyway. Hey, Sonny, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Dude, I still want to get together with you once COVID kind of settles down. Maybe we could go out to lunch or something because I know that you're pretty close to me. So hey, Sonny, but yeah, I should have you on my other show sometime too on Wednesday nights. We're still working on a few things. We're gonna be working with some other actually a psychologist and things like that. I don't want to give away too much, but there's yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing with what we're working on. I'm really excited. Yeah, I've played it a little bit. I want to get, let me share that. Um I actually want to get together with some people to play it. It'd be cool to group up with some people to play it. I've had it for quite a while. I played it a couple of times by myself, but I think it'd be a lot more fun um playing it with others. Sorry, I'm just reading a bunch of the comments. So sometimes we get a little chatty on here. Um, so right now we're just kind of, I'm just taking a mental break. So that's why I like to just read everybody's comments and get caught up just because I need a mental break. Um, Sometimes, like I said, the energy gets really crazy here. So So this game that we're talking about, basically, it's you're actually doing like a paranormal investigation. It's made for the PC. And you can find it on Steam. Yeah, see, now I'm giving people a little bit of credit here, some free advertising for them. Yeah, Sandy, no, we never get chatty at all. You know what, Don, I got to order a couple of those balls. So the balls that we're talking about, so you've been seeing comments about balls. They're like these little cat toys that will light up when you touch them. Um and I kind of shared that information with people, and some people bought them. They sell them on Amazon, and I should have ordered some. All right, that's my thing for tomorrow. I'll order some, and we'll have some. I'll have maybe I'll just order one, and I'll put it up on my little in front of the mirror or near the REM pod. Yeah, I bet now everybody wants balls. Anyway, no, I actually enjoyed chatting with everybody. It's a lot of fun. Um, so if anybody wants to know what we're talking about here, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go. I got to do it under a different browser. Hold on one second. Let me share this again. And while I'm here, I'm going to order some. I know I'm kind of going off, but whatever. Uh, all right, this is what we're talking about. So I just shared the link. I just ordered them while I was there. So mine will be coming tomorrow. Yeah, so I just ordered a couple. Anyway, all right, people are getting bored. So let's go ahead and we'll start up another session. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and or if they have any questions for me, just let me know. Oh man. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started. Um, I'm ordering them off of Amazon. I don't, Sandra, you can probably get them on Amazon or just look around on, or even look around at on eBay. So basically, the balls are, I guess most, I guess if you touch them, they'll go off. So that's basically what they do. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Mm. Sandy wants to know if wants her dad to come through for her. Tanya, do you have a message for Steve? Visit Janine. Carol, can you please say our word? Tanya, Steve is lost. What message do you have for him? Ellen, are you here with us? Who just said Raina phone? Did Chrissy's stepdad just call her her nickname? Jeff Anthony, are you here with us? Is Fred with Cliff? Did they visit me or my mom? Surely, if you hear, say Marie and make the REM pod go off. Sandy wants to know, why did you do what you did? Who just said Raina, touch? Ed? Is Angus here with us? Agnes? Is Renee here with us? Who just said Raina again? Who's trying to contact Raina? Who just said me? Peter? Who just said Marie? Did Marie just set off the REM pod? Alright, who just made a loud whisper in my ear? Who just set off the REM pod? Was that Marie? If so, can you set it off again? Is Aunt Pat here? Yeah? Shirley, was that you lighting off the REM pod for Marie? Dad, if you're here, can you say my name or Sandy? Ed? No, we don't want to talk to Ed. We'll only talk to the little girl, not Ed. Night? So who's setting off the REM pod? Is that Shirley? No? Who said no? J Clock, are you here with us? Anybody else hear a loud bang? Matt? Matt, are you here for Samantha? Emma, are you here with us? Who just whispered Rob? Was that you that made the loud bang? I just heard a female scream here. Hold on, I got to end the session. Hold on a sec. I just heard a scream. And just a couple of minutes ago, a loud bang. I just saw a shadow. Who's here with me? Emma, is that you here? Alrighty then. Man, that was loud. I don't know if you guys heard the loud bang. No, there's nobody here though. That's the funny thing. I have cameras up too, so I would have gotten motion if anybody set off the cameras. I would have gotten notification. No, there's nobody here. No, there's no, neighbors are far away. Um I mean literally I can't even and I could throw a rock pretty down. Hold on. Yeah, I just heard somebody again, but there's nobody out there. Do I have a mirror in a hallway? No. Yeah, dogs are fine. Dogs would have been barking if somebody was here. Dogs would have been going crazy. That's the thing. So if anybody was like in trouble or if the dogs heard a loud scream, they would have been barking. Um, but it sounded almost like a disembodied scream. So little background, and I was just talking about this with somebody today. Um, we kind of little background about this location for those of you that are just tuning in or haven't heard me tell the story before. Next door was the Christian Church of Science. This was the original location. And then the house that I'm in was the, I guess, Sunday school. Um, anyway, um, I sensed and we heard like pounding coming from underground. And there were these irrigation pipes that were sticking up from the bottom of the ground. It looked like they were used for like air chambers of some sort. And we were hearing like pounding coming from underground, and it was kind of trippy. Um, but I started sensing that somebody was hurt and somebody was in pain. We heard a little girl basically crying and screaming. We're hearing the little girl screaming, and then she was asking for her mom. And anyway, so I was talking to somebody else about this today, and they kind of pictured, and I never said this. What I kind of started picking up on, and they were telling me that they sensed that there was like kind of like a holding cell or something where they were holding people and hiding people, um, and that the police were involved and came and they were searching for people, but the people here were hiding people. That was just something that was picked up. There was nothing confirmed. See, and now the REM pod's going crazy, and it just stopped. So anyway, yeah. See, there's just a lot of activity here tonight. I don't play a lot into it. I kind of just ignore it at times. Kind of like I said, I set boundaries. So when I don't give them a lot of attention, I'll kind of ignore it when things happen. So, hello, Sarah. I don't know if it's sex trafficking. I mean, this was back in the 70s, early 80s is when all that happened. No, it was actually in the 70s because yeah, it was in the early 70s because the other owners, my landlord, they purchased this property um in the late 70s. So, yeah. I know. It's trying to get my attention, but there's nothing here setting it off, so. What do you mean train? What do you mean by that? Anyway, I'm just reading the comments and just sorry, kind of I just had to take a quick breather. There's just a lot going on here right now. Um, Try not to give it a lot of attention. But there was a shadow that I saw. So it was about, it was in my peripheral vision. So that's kind of why I turned my head really quick. Um, I've been here for 5 years. But you know what though? I have never, so if I have never experienced anything ever paranormal on a full moon. Everything has happened, like I've had the like some of the most crazy um experiences 2 days after or 2 days before a full moon. No, exactly, Sonny. I'm right on there with you. Chrissy, I mean the funny thing is people get crazy on a full moon. A friend of mine was a head nurse in the ER, and she said, "Oh my god, anytime it was a full moon, she would dread going into work." And then the next day, I would say, "So what happened last night?" And she would just like she would get so pissed off and just start going off on people because people get stupid on a full moon. It was I would just like laugh. I've heard some great stories. Sorry, I'm drinking my Rockstar. And this flavor, I've always said it is so good. If you guys can find it and try it, it's called Samurai Cola. It's so good. I know they're bad for you, but do you work in a nursing facility, Sarah? Oh my god, this stupid REM pod. See, I just called it stupid and it stopped. All right, so enough of that. I know I'm trying my best. So, is my mic a little too loud? Sorry. I have it like right in my face. I can back it up a little bit. I know. But you know what though? I kind of ignore them. I don't care. Knock it off. See, it just stopped. It's because I'm not giving them attention. All right, so let's go ahead and get started again. Let's see what comes through. Sorry, I just have to take some deep breaths. I might have to take off my glasses. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me switch, get it back up and running, and shut up. Stop. Look at that. On a freaking on command. I tell you to stop and it stops. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back. Who just said Emma right off the bat? Emma, are you here with us? Who just said kidnap? Somebody said Emma kidnap. Was Emma kidnapped? So was Emma part of the sex trafficking ring? If that's what was happening next door, is that what happened with her? If so, set off the REM pod if that's what happened. Was she raped? Who just said rape? Sarah Ann wants to know when her mom's birthday is. Who just said my name again? Emma, is that you asking for help? Who just said Emma again? All right, I just heard like a woman like take a deep breath. Are you guys hearing that? It sounds like a woman taking a deep breath. There it is again. Who's making that deep breath? Emma? Emma, are you making that deep breath? Who just said Emma, help? Ed? No, we don't want to talk to Ed. Who keeps on making that deep breath? Oh my god, that breath is so creepy. Alex Kaminsky, can you give us your call sign, please? All right, I just heard a little girl come through. Emma, is that you? Yes, I'm listening to you. Emma, is that you coming through? It sounds very disembodied. Are you guys hearing that? It's very, very low echo, kind of female. Emma, do you have light brown or dirty brown color hair? I know you have dirty colored or dirty blonde hair, and then you had pigtails when I saw you. Alex, I just asked for Alex to come through. Alex, can you give us a call sign, please? Yeah, who's crying? Emma, are you crying? Ed, let others talk, please. Yeah, who just said help? Alex, yes, we heard your name. We need your call sign to come through, please. We just said Dad. Steve, how can we help you? Dad? Bill Bailey, or if you're trying to get Christy's attention, set off the REM pod, please. Tanya, are you calling Steve? Who just said 4 images? Get here. Yeah, who just said help? Who just changed John's TV? Yeah, I changed the screen. All right, we gotta end this session. Who's calling Yvette? No, it's not me. All right, we're ending this session. Sorry, guys, that was just low intense. It was getting crazy in here. And with all the energy from the REM pod was just intense. I don't react to it much. That's just how I set boundaries. So if I'm not reacting to it like somebody else would, it's just something that I have to do. I've been doing this for way too long, and I've learned even if something goes off, I think I'm just used to it. So, I don't get kind of excited over that, and I don't want any emotion. I'm trying to keep my composure and just trying to. That's kind of how I protect myself, also. So, if I don't react to it like a lot of other people would, that's me, how I protect myself. But now, were you guys also hearing the faint? It was really strange. It's like a faint echo, like somebody was breathing, or gasping for air or something like that, or taking deep breaths. It was really, really faint. And somebody said it perfect. It sounded like kind of like the TV in that TV sound from the Poltergeist, when the little girl was like calling out for help. Um, it almost sounded like that coming through, but very, very faint. You know what, Chrissy? I mean, I agree that he needs to be banished. But I don't know how he's tied to Emma. Um, and I don't know if you guys heard also. Um, can you stop, please? Can you stop making the REM pod go off, please? Can you stop? Um, Also, I don't know if you guys heard, MSA kidnapped and raped. That was pretty crazy. And I mean, for people watching this, we are using reverse audio. So for voices to come through and things like that, I don't even know how that's even possible. So for people that think this is, something that is scripted or whatever, you could believe what you want. All right, I'm gonna have to shut down that REM pod. That's kind of how I'll ignore them. Is I will just kind of take away whatever they want to play with. All right, Sandra. So Sandra, you kept on asking about how to. So there's There's somewhere where you can order things like from China. It's called AliExpress. Um, if you look up AliExpress, and you can probably find those little balls on there. They're basic. They're little. If you do a search for LED cat toys, um, or motion detected balls or LED balls or something like that. I know that we were joking around about saying balls and stuff, but that's basically what they are. They're motion detected balls. They're cat toys. And you might be able to find something like that on AliExpress. I order stuff from AliExpress a lot, so it takes a little while for shipping, but that's a great place to find things like this. Yeah, no, Sonny, you said it right on the head. It's that's why I kind of went away from doing forward speech, because with reverse speech, how can you say with reverse speech um, there's no way that this can be said that it's something, that's not, you can't explain it. I mean, that's bottom line. You can't explain why why we're getting communication from something that's playing in reverse audio. There's no way for voices to come through, or even names, or um, anything like that. There, the REM pod shut off. All right, that's weird. I just unplugged the battery. The battery is disconnected. That was weird. The battery was totally disconnected and the REM pod was going off. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera, but I took the battery out and the REM pod's going off. So I basically unplugged it and just and pulled down the battery connector, and it still went off. That was crazy. Anyway, this is crazy. This is crazy. Um Sorry guys. I mean, I'm just trying to keep my composure. um no, I know that, Yvette, but right now, I'll plug it back in. Just right now. I have to set the boundaries right now. There's too much going on right now in here. No, I'm okay. I'm good. It's just the energy is just so intense in here. And doing a live show, I mean, nothing, like I said, this is all um if it was like edited and things like that, I mean, maybe things will be a little bit different, but yeah, it's I have nowhere to go. Um I just have to sit here and deal with it. Um but anyway, but I just keep going. No, I know exactly, Carolina. They don't have any concept of time. Um and this is why I say, because like, to be honest, to be honest, I have captured more evidence during the day, um, during the day than any other time doing investigations. Um, I have seen apparitions more during the day than at night. And this is why I don't understand why people will investigate with the lights off, because how many times has, let's say, a client, you go to a location um that have reported apparitions. Do you walk around in the middle of the or in the dark looking for an apparition and you run into one or you see one? No, it's during the day or the lights are on. um that's the only time I've ever seen apparitions. I've even seen apparitions during an investigation with the lights on, um and captured them on video. um I have never seen anything in the dark. Yes, I mean, I've heard things, but you don't know what's happening because you can't see anything. Just like now, it's dark in here. Yes. I mean, I heard voices. Yes, I saw a shadow. Um things like that, but I still got up and unwillingly going out and looking around, but there's nobody here. So, anyway, this is in my home. So basically, I'm in my workshop. Um so I build all my boxes. So I build ghost boxes. Um, so on this table here is my workbench, but I have this little area here set off to the side, and then I have one of my cameras that's set in front of it. Um, but when I do build boxes, I'll kind of make some room. I leave that little altar, whatever you want to call it. I leave that up. Um, but I still build the boxes and things like that here. So anyway, enough of my rambling. Um, so basically, I know that right now I'm just kind of like talking, but I'm just trying to get my composure before we even start up another ghost box session. Um, so basically, like what Carolina is saying here is, um, that's what started me on this 3 a.m. Ghost box session thing. So yes, it's 3 a.m. when I started, but that's the East Coast time. So here's the cool thing. So I'm doing it at 3 a.m. East Coast, 3 a.m. Central, 3 a.m. Mountain, 3 a.m. Arizona, and 3 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm doing it all across the board. So I'm doing it from like these. I first started these ghost box sessions, live ghost box sessions, thinking I would only be on for an hour. I've never done this show for an hour. They've always gone for over 4 hours. How I get them to broadcast over 4 hours on Facebook, I have no idea, but it happens. I do them for about 4.5 hours, and they'll keep on going. So anyway, I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to get my composure and just um, let things settle down a little bit in here. It was kind of intense. So, just bear with me for a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually in Thousand Oaks, California. So, oh, cool. Yeah, Playa del Rey is not that far. I actually work in El Segundo. Well, I'm actually working from home until the office opens back up, but I work in El Segundo. Okay, so okay, let's go ahead and I guess we'll start up another session. So you guys ready? I'm trying to get ready. um no, I mean, Sunny, you're absolutely right. We don't know where we're getting the transmissions from. I have no idea. Um, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. You know, um, we're still learning a lot. We're still um doing a lot of experiments. This is something new that I've been experimenting with. God, I'm all tongue tied. What, Jenny, I don't know what, Just bear with me for a second. Yeah, my house is haunted. Yes. I don't don't want to say the word haunted, but there is spirit here. I don't say haunted lightly. I just think that oh, don't worry about it, Corey. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. No, I know there's no malevolent spirits here. The only thing is Ed is tied to Emma. I don't think he's malevolent per se. I just think he's more of an angry person. And I think that he's trying to keep Emma safe. I don't know. That's just the impression that I get. Yes, he pisses me off at times, but I don't think he's trying to protect Emma and he's just guarded over her. That's all I'm picking up, or that's what I pick up on. And he just tries to look over her and protect her, but he doesn't like her coming through. I think it's more like somebody being protective over a child. That's all. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm ready. Sorry I took a little bit longer break on that one, but it just got a little too heavy, so that's why I had to do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, Ed's coming through again, but go away, Ed. We don't want to talk to you. Where's Melanie? We haven't heard from Melanie in a while. Are you looking for Melanie? Who said needs help? Who just said me? Who was asking for Beth? Somebody said needs help. Who just said that? Beth, who's calling you? Who's calling Beth? Who's looking for Beth? Who just said me? Grand William, can you yodel for Dawn? Phil, are you here with us? Can you tell Ed to calm down and stop calling his name? Are there any techs here with us tonight? Who just said amen? Yeah, I know you need help. Who needs help? Who keeps on asking for help? I'm here to help. What was that weird sound that just came through? Who's making the Kendall go crazy? What's that little light in the mirror? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming through asking for help. Who's asking for help? Who said mirror? Are you trying to show yourself in the mirror? Yeah? It's you? Alright, I just heard a little girl trying to come through again. Emma, is that you trying to show yourself? Who's in distress? Who's sitting on the ground? Are you by me? I'm going to put the rocking chair back up. Who just said voice? We're hearing your voices come through. Are you trying to get out of the dark place? Are you underground? Are you underground somewhere? Who just said need help? Who said the number 4? Ed? Are you trying to get out of being underground? Where are you being held? Who just said dark forces? Who said I love you? Who's trying to talk to Don? Who says needs help? I did? Who said I did? Who just said nipples? How can we help you? Is somebody's nipples pierced? Is that what you're trying to say? Somebody just said nipples again. Is somebody's nipples pierced? You said yes? Does anybody want to talk to Sandy? Okay, I'm going to end the session. All right, guys, that was interesting. There was quite a few cuss words coming through. Somebody said nipples and pierced. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. But see what I'm saying? I mean, how can we be getting all of this communication using reverse audio? If somebody knows, can you please explain it to me? I guess I'm just fascinated by what's happening. It's crazy. Totally crazy. And the REM pod's getting on my nerves. Yeah, I know the candles are going crazy. And then there was like a little light in front of the mirror. It was kind of crazy. Sorry, I killed the REM pod for now. What about the tall candle? Oh, I know, right? At least it didn't turn back on this time. That was funny. But that was crazy. Yeah, no, I we've done that before where we were communicating with a candle. And it was funny because the candle I used to have on the opposite side. And so we told the candle to like go up and the flame went super high. And then later, we asked it to go back down, then it went like almost all the way down, almost to where it went out. And then it did it again. We asked it to do it again, and it kept on doing that, and that was pretty crazy. Um, what do you mean the feedback is starting on my voice again? So you're hearing other voices come through besides my voice? If somebody's here, can you please make the candle go up higher? Really, you guys are hearing other voices? See, that's what people were talking about, and I was getting messages from people like, um, I guess after the stream was over, because sometimes I'll just, I'll turn off my phone so I don't see any messages till the next day. But I was getting people saying that they were hearing my voice coming through, but it was a little bit deeper, and then they were hearing like heavy breaths, and this was like when I wasn't talking, so. That's weird. And then it was funny because my friend Josh and I, when we were hosting the show on Wednesday, I heard his voice coming through, and he wasn't even saying anything. And then later, he heard my voice coming through, and basically cussing at him. And we were talking about that after the show was over. We actually stayed on talking for like a couple hours after the show was over, so it's kind of funny. Holy crap. So I just heard something above me, and I have a fluorescent light right above me that's hanging like by a couple of chains, and I heard a bang and it's swaying right now. That was weird. You heard another voice? This place is like crazy active tonight. Super active. I don't know what would have banged that. It made it start swaying. There's nothing in here, but something's trying to get my attention. Probably got pissed off because I turned off the REM pod. I don't want to take a break. Raina's telling me to take a effing break and make sure everything's secure. No, don't want to. This is what I got to deal with. This is what I deal with being on this side of the broadcast in a haunted, in a freaking place that has spirit. I said haunted, but I take that back. That has spirit. I wish I could take you guys next door and go to the locate to the church property because nobody's it's vacant right now. I wish I could just take my broadcast over there. Because activity over there is crazy. Even during the day, it has a totally different energy. Now I know it's funny when I mean honestly I always tell people do not do sessions in your home. Um which I don't do them actually inside of the house. I mean, I used to do them outside. I have like a little bench and it's weird cuz everybody that goes back there cuz I live on a huge property. Um and every time so I do them on this little bench and um so people would come over and we'd do ghost box sessions back there and then they were like dude this reminds me of like like a bench you would find at a cemetery and then I don't tell them anything and then they'll walk over and they'll see there's basically a headstone um and then they were like what the hell's a damn headstone doing in your backyard anyway yeah so it's kind of funny. uh all right, I will go take a look. Damn it, I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave the mic open so if you guys hear anything just let me know when I get back. All right, so damn it, I hate that feeling. Um, all right, so I went and walked around. There's nothing, but when I came back through, and I was coming in, I just felt like I walked through spider webs. Um, damn it, I hate that feeling. Hold on. So I don't know if you know this, but when you walk through, whenever, I don't know if anybody's ever gotten this feeling. Um, but whenever you walk around, in a, if you're ever on an investigation and you're walking around and it feels like you walk through spider webs, what that is it's static electricity, and normally that is kind of left over, or it's residual energy, that is also tied with spirit, um, with something manifesting or is in that area. So that's basically what it is. And I just walked through something and it was just totally me walking through spider webs. And then my hairs on my arms were just standing up on end. That's why I was rubbing my arm right now. If you heard it on the mic, because my hairs were just standing on end and I had goosebumps. Um, yeah, so I just walked through something. So that's why I tell people don't carry around like a rum. I mean a millimeter or anything like that, because it's not going to pick up static electricity, and all you're looking for is EMF. EMF is only put out by man-made electronics. So if you want to pick up spirit energy, carry around a static detector. Um, it's basically it picks up it basically picks up energy that's in the area. So um, it's basically like static electricity. And when you do find that area, if you're carrying around a static detector, um, and you feel like you walk through spider webs, that thing will just start going off like crazy, and you'll know what you just walked through. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the light above me is okay. It's just if I could point the light or the camera up to it, it's just basically just a light. Um, it's a just a overhanging like a workshop light. It's a fluorescent light. I'm telling you, this place is crazy. My friends, a couple of my friends will not come to my house. Um, one of them got really sick when he was over here. And he will not come back. And actually, that night is when they saw the woman standing by the back door, because we're outside kind of hanging out, drinking and sitting by a fire pit. And they came in to use the restroom and get some more beer, and they saw the woman before they walked out. So it's pretty crazy. Okay, so the Kendall's going crazy again too. By the way, I have the REM pod turned off because it was getting annoying. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's why I have such great luck using the ghost box now. is it's because of my positive energy, just my energy in general. But normally I could tell people, hey, take a picture over that way, and they'll pick something up. I usually can point people in the right direction to film something or turn a certain way and snap a picture, and we usually capture something. It's kind of crazy. All right, so Cindy, I got to start playing that game. I have it. I purchased it. I've only played it once, and I had it installed on my old computer. The computer that I'm using here to broadcast on now, it's it's a brand new computer I put together for streaming um and doing some video editing, but it's also a gaming rig, but I don't have it installed on here. I haven't played any games on here really. Maybe a couple of times, but it's been a little while. Okay, let's go ahead and get started again. I know I'm rambling. Just my energy's like all screwed up. Oh my god. These things are like totally messing with me today. Starting to feel nauseous. Yeah, see, Chrissy, I just said that. I just said, "Oh my god, I'm starting to get nauseous," and then you just said that. There you're going to bed because you have a headache and an upset stomach. This is the first time that I've ever kind of felt nauseous um during the broadcast. Yeah, so was I. The hell was that? The energy is just really screwed up here tonight. All right, we got to get started on on another session. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get started. This if it is because of the full moon, this is the first time ever that I've been investigating. I'm not even going to say how long. Um it's been a long time. That's all I can say. For how long I've been investigating. Um, and I've gone on investigations during a full moon and never got anything. This will be the first. I just had some water. When I went out, um, and walked around, I had a bottle of water here. I finished it before I walked out. All right, Chrissy. See you next week. Sorry the energy screwed up. Did I take on the mic? No, I didn't. What do you mean by that? Oh, tap? No, I didn't tap on the mic. I mean, it could be the different energy that's here. I have no idea. I mean, this is the first time that it's gotten this crazy, but you guys have seen and heard all the stuff that I'm experiencing. Um I was looking at the candle. All right, so yeah, I don't know what happened with the mic. I didn't hear anything. I have no idea. No, there's no AC in here. And the fan I don't have on. The fan will just blow the candle out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So who's making all the banging noises and who tapped on the mic when I was sitting here? Who just said hello? Does somebody want to communicate with us through the candles? Who just said yeah? Matt Hoy, who killed you? Who's asking for my help? Bill, who are you trying to communicate with? Paul, are you here with us? Yeah? Who just said Ian? Girl? Paul, help Matt tell Don who killed him. Ed? Who said the number 3? Who said Raina? Phone. No, we don't want to talk to Ed. Who's asking for help? Was it the skinheads that killed you, Matt? Who said needs help? Who said skins? Who just said, is that you? Who said Irma? Matt? Who just said me? Prince? Who said Prince? Who said bring Bill? Who said me? Who just said help in a whispery voice? Matt, how can they solve your murder? It's been 30 years. Who just said get him? Who said Hat Man? Did somebody see the Hat Man? Who said skinheads? Somebody said get them. Yeah, who said Raina's phone? Somebody needs to check Raina's phone. Who said Mohammed? Men are evil? Who said Islam? Is somebody watching their phone? Did they kill you to shut you up because you knew they killed your relative Conrad? Mom? Yeah, need help. Okay, I'm gonna end the session now. Who just said abracadabra? Why do you keep on saying Islam? You trying to get a message out? Yeah, who just said Rob? What happened to Matt? How did Matt die? Okay, let's end this session. All right, that was getting a little weird. So there's a lot of things, and here's the thing. I've never heard a lot of things that have come through ever. I've I've never heard Muhammad come through. I've never heard Islam come through. Never heard skinheads come through after um, Don was talking about how somebody was killed. Um, and then again, I mean, I'm going to reiterate this. I mean, but how can this be coming through using reverse audio? I honestly don't get it. I don't understand it, but it's pretty amazing. That's all I can say. I'm just a little baffled on what's happening and the responses that we're getting. Um, because Don was talking about somebody being murdered. Well, how was he killed and how murder came through, how skinheads came through. No, you're absolutely right there, Sonny, with what you just said. Um, and that's what I'm saying is, yes, I mean, I'm being totally honest and, um, I mean, I'm just kind of, that's why I keep on saying, I mean, how can this even be possible? And that's why I do this because, I'm just, all this is experimental. Um, and just the results is just like crazy. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading all this. It's funny how you said this, Suzette, but I mean, I was thinking that also, or is it a premonition that they're talking? I mean, that it's predicting maybe, just because of what's happening right now. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. Um, so I don't know. It's crazy. Don't know what any of that means, but I mean, Don, I hope that you got some answers too. I know that you've been asking this for a while. Um, Maybe tonight was the night that you were going to get your answers. Um, but I was kind of blown away because you were asking that question and it's all coming to you. It is 3. Um, yeah, I also have premonitions. I haven't had any in a while, but it's usually before it happens. Like way before it happens. Yeah, I've never heard skinheads ever doing this ghost box session, yet alone in reverse. Um, I'm just like really blown away the more and more I'm doing this in reverse and what we're picking up. And I'm going to throw up your comment. So um so basically this is all in reverse. You know what, to be honest, I think in reverse, I think it's easier to pick up things than going in forward, because in forward you're picking up so much that it makes it really difficult to pick up, because you're trying to decipher things on all the words that you are hearing. But this going in reverse, I think, to me, it's making things a lot easier, and we're getting a lot of responses that correlate to the questions that are being asked. Honestly, guys, I'm just getting drained. Um, I might have to call it an early night. Yeah, Sonny, just hit yeah, just I'll message you. Yeah, we'll have to definitely do that. Um anyway, so some of you guys are the first. I mean, Jenny, is this the first time that you watch this show? Good night, Sandy. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you tuned in. So I do this every week. I do this every week at 11:45. And I try to go as long as possible. I mean, usually I'll go to about 4:30. But just with all the activity and everything that was going on, honestly, I just feel a little drained. Um, just the energy is a little off. Um, so yeah, if you guys want, I mean, what I would suggest is go to my YouTube channel. Here, let me throw this up. Go to my YouTube channel, and then click on subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. So what that will do is, because I will have two shows on now, they're going to kind of tie into each other. There's not going to be a lot of Ghost Box sessions on the Wednesday night show, but we will do a lot of history on Ghost Boxes. We're going to have a lot of there's going to be some really cool things coming up. So just stay tuned with that. But if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. They'll tell you anytime I go live with any of my shows. And then also, you can also look me up on Facebook, and you can also just message me if you have any questions or anything. I'm always open to talk to people and to answer any questions. I want to hear people's feedback. about the show or any experiences that you do have during the show or anything like that. Like I said, other people are turning on the ghost box while listening, just to see if there's any type of interaction. And people have said that I've been getting a lot of feedback, and people have gotten some crazy experiences doing it on their box too. So, um, anyway, so yeah, tonight's show was crazy. It was really crazy. Hey, hey, Melly, welcome. There was. Thank you, Don, for sharing that. Yeah, there was a. I already gave away that box. I'm going to do another giveaway. I'm just waiting for some parts to come in. Um, should be a few weeks, but all right. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Um, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm just a little off, so I'm going to go ahead and end the session or end the stream, and then but everybody tune in next week. It'll be another great show. Just the activity in here and stuff tonight was just a little insane. So right now it is. So are you in the UK? If you're in the UK, we're 8 hours behind you. Well, I'm 8 hours behind you. So it's 3:09 here. Well, thank you, Carolina. It was good seeing you. Thank you, Raina. It was fun as usual. Also, thank you for joining in tonight. You're always a great guest on here. Melly, good night. Everybody, good night. So it's 12 a.m. there. Wow. Yeah, we're like way behind you. I mean, I know we're a day behind you, so yeah, it's 3 o'clock here. Yeah, California time is 3:10 right now. Anyway, all right. Well, good night, and we will. I'll see you guys next week.